Now we are trying to perform the experiment of Bragg's diffraction in the microwave propagation system. We are using a cubic lattice which is comprising of 10 dia metal spheres embedded in ethafoam and which are mounted on top of a rotating table. And the receiver and the transmitter are facing each other, and the cubic lattice is placed at the center of the goniometer. We are now taking a note of the received signal strength. We need to make sure that the horn is facing the face of the cubic lattice in this case. Now we take a note of the receiver reading. It is right now 54.5 dB microvolts. Now, in order to perform the experiment, we need to find out the grazing angle of the incident wave with that of the cubic lattice plane in measurement. So if this is the 100, which is the Miller indices for this particular cubic lattice, this is the plane which we are trying to investigate, and this is the transmitting signal, then the grazing angle for this case is 90 degrees. Now, to perform the experiment, we will rotate the cubic lattice 1 degree and we will take a measurement from the goniometer. We will rotate the cubic lattice 1 degree and we will rotate the receiver arm 2 degrees. For every 1 degree rotation of the cubic lattice, we will move the receiver arm 2 degrees, and we will take a plot of the received signal strength and the incident angle. We will observe that the signal will pass through a series of maxima and minima, and the relation would be related to each other as 2d sine theta, theta which is the angle of the incidence, the grazing angle of the transmitted signal with that of the cubic lattice, and lambda is the wavelength. So by analyzing the pattern of the angle with respect to the received signal strength, we can calculate the distance between each planes of this particular cube. Being in a microwave, we are better able to understand the properties of atoms because you are able to practically see the atoms. In case of an optics, you would not be able to see the molecules in the particular crystal under consideration. Now we try and do the fiber optic experiment. For that, we will keep the transmitter and receiver away from each other so that they don't face each other, and we note down the received signal strength as 42. We have a fiber optic plastic tubing which is going to behave as a plastic fiber. We will fill this particular fiber with the plastic pellets provided, and when it is put in the path of the transmitter and the receiver, the signal will pass through the optical fiber and will be available at the receiver end. So it will be able to change the direction of the propagation of the signal by behaving as an optical fiber in the microwave region.